So now the next step is to take this to my ironing board, and I will be pleating the remaining 2 inches I have for this part, which I did not stitch. So that is 2 inches for this side and 2 inches for this side. So which is exactly what I will be doing right now. So now I'm taking this to my ironing board and I will be giving it a press. So after which I will be back to show you the next step. So now I have the lower part pleated and properly ironed, as you can see. So I have it like so. So this is how the back panel will be. So this is going to create a free movement while putting on the garment, you can see. So now this is all I have to do on the back panel for now. So I will put this aside and work on the front panel. Now it's time to work on the front panel. Okay, so here is my fabric. I will open it up to the right side like so. I have one side of my front panel pleated already, while I will be using the other side to demonstrate. On the pattern, I have my pleats facing towards the side seam of the garment, like so, and I will be making the pleats the same way on the fabrics. So the part that I've pleated, as you can see, my pleat is facing towards the armhole side. I've opened up my fabrics, so here is the neckline and this is the center front line. Okay, so in pleating the side, I will be working with the notches I have on the shoulder line. So I have my first pleat here, so which is towards the neckline side. So I will fold it, and my pleat allowance is 2 inches. So for each pleat I will be having 2 inches. Okay, so I will confirm my measurement in order to be sure I have exact 2 inches. So if it is more, I will adjust this, because the pleat allowance for each pleat is 2 inches on fold. Okay, so now I have my 2 inches pleated, and I will secure the edges with my sewing pins. Okay, then I will go to the hemline and repeat the same process. Now on the hemline, I will come to the notches that falls towards the center front, that is beside the center front. So I'll fold it like so, and I'll make sure I have my 2 inches. Okay, then I will hold this with my pin as well. Once I have the upper part and the lower part pleated, so this will make it easier for me to pleat the remaining part of my garment. So now you can see what I have. Then I will confirm what I have there, if it is up to 2 inches. If it is not up to 2 inches, I will adjust this. So guys, now I have the remaining part of my fabrics pleated, as you can see. Okay, while you are doing this, make sure your pleat is very straight from the neckline downward to the hemline, and make sure you have up to the pleat allowance you added when you are drafting your pattern. Okay, so we are making this based on our reference image. We have a particular style we are working with, so if you are not familiar with this, kindly check the description below for the link to the first part of this tutorial, which is the drafting part. So now I have this pleated, and I'll proceed to the pleating of the second one. We have 2 pleats on both sides, 2 pleats on this side and 2 pleats on this side. Okay, and when you are making your pleats, make sure the distance you have from the center front to the starting point of your pleat are equal from the neckline downwards to the hemline. If the distance is 3 inches, make sure you maintain the same 3 inches. If it is 2.5 inches, make sure you maintain the same 3.5 inches. So as this will help you in achieving a very straight pleat. So guys, now I have both sides of my front panel pleated, as you can see. After which I took it to my ironing board and I gave it a very good press. So that is why you are seeing it looking flat like so. So now the next step is to stitch the pleat. Now I have 4 pleats in total, so I will be stitching on each of the pleats in order to hold the fabrics together. So in doing this, I will remove all my pins. Okay, so I'll open up my first pleat like so, and with the help of the pressing I gave the pleat, I have a line on the other side as well. So I will follow the line I have here. So this is exact point I will be stitching. So I will start stitching from the neckline downward to the hemline while I hold my pleat like so. So guys, now I have the first pleat stitched. As you can see the effect of the stitches. So now I will be repeating the same process on the remaining 3 pleats, 1 on this side and 2 on the other side. So guys, now I have all my pleats stitched as I said. So this is for this part, while this is for this part. After which I took it to my ironing board and I gave it a good press. Now you can see the effect of the pressing. So guys, after this step, the next step is to add my applique. This applique is going to serve 2 purposes. The first one is to cover up the seam I have showing on the right side of my front panel, so which is the pleat that falls towards the center front. I have one showing here and I have one showing here, so it will cover up the seam like so. And secondly, it's going to decorate my garment. There are different applique that you can use. There are different designs with different qualities. It all depends on your budget. So in attaching this applique to my garment, I will not start from the shoulder line. Okay, so I'm going to start below the neckline area so that my seam allowance will be there. You can see what I have left here is just the seam allowance I will be using in finishing the neckline area. So I will fold the edges of my applique like so in order to protect the edges. Okay, so I will stretch this downward to the hemline. Okay, then when I get to the hemline, I will not be cutting exactly on the hemline, so I'm going to leave a little bit of extra which I will be using in folding this inward. So instead of cutting it here, I will cut on the next break point. Then I will fold this part inward like so, the edges, or better still, I can insert this inside the pleat. So this is just for me to have a neat finishing on the edges. Then I will hold it with my pin. So now this is what I have for this side. Then I will be repeating the same process on the other side. Then I will have one at the center. So guys, now I have my applique pinned on both sides of the front panel, as you can see. So I decided to leave the center like this. I don't want to add any applique on the center. So that is one thing about C&S garments. You can add any decoration of your choice. You can make any design of your choice. It all depends on your pocket, your choice, and your creative mind. Unlike celestial garments, whereby there's a template you have to work with when you are constructing the garment. Okay, and if you don't mind, you can add a beautiful stone to your garment in order to make it blink blink. So now that I have this done, the next step is to take this to my sewing machine, and I will be applying a zigzag stitches. If you don't have a zigzag stitches function on your machine, you can go for the straight stitches. So guys, I'm done stitching one side of the applique, so I will move to the other side. So guys, now I have my applique stitched together with my garment, and the next step is to join the front and the back panels together. So in doing this, I will be positioning the front and the back panel right side facing each other. Then I will start the joining by the side. So I will start joining from the armhole point downward to the hemline using 1 inch of the seam allowance I added. So now I will be taking this to my sewing machine, and I will stitch with 1 inch of seam allowance from the armhole point downward to the hemline. So after which I will join the shoulders together with 1/2 inch. Now I'm stitching on the other side. So guys, now I have my C&S garment on the mannequin. Both sides and the shoulder lines has been stitched, as you can see, and I have my applique at the center. This is 70% done because we still have few things to fix, like the zipper, the collar, and the sleeve. That is why you need to subscribe to this channel for more updates, and feel free to drop your questions at the comment section. See you next time, and always do remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.